All right, let's talk about something every single person building with AI has to face. What do you do when your system goes wrong? Because, spoiler alert, it absolutely will. So let's dive into how you can be ready for that.
This right here, this is the core philosophy for everything we're about to cover. It's not just about patching the problem, it's about how fast you can fix it. And, maybe even more importantly, what you learn from it. That's what really makes a team strong.
And look, let's just get this out of the way right now. AI failures are gonna happen. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. You're dealing with incredibly complex systems, weird, non-deterministic behavior, data drift. It's just inevitable. This isn't about being negative, it's about being a realist. The goal isn't to build something that's flawless. It's to build a team that's amazing at responding when flaws show up.
So if we accept that things are going to break, how do we get ready? Well, we don't just cross our fingers and hope for the best. No, we build a strategy to manage the chaos, and that strategy is called an AI Incident Response Playbook. Think of this as your team's literal game plan for when a crisis hits. It's a document that spells out exactly who does what, who to call, and what steps to take the second an incident starts. So instead of everyone panicking and running around trying to figure things out, you just open the playbook and you execute the plan. Simple as that. So what goes into a good playbook? Well, it's got these 5 key parts. First up, you need severities. You have to know how big the fire is, right? Is this a Sev 1, everything is on fire emergency, or a minor Sev 2 bug? Then you need owners. You have to know without a doubt who is in charge of the response. The rollback plan is your big red eject button. How do you get back to a safe working version ASAP? Notifications are all about communication. Who do we need to tell and when? And finally, review templates. This is absolutely critical because this is how you make sure you learn from every single mistake. It's the whole package, from the initial alarm all the way to the post-mortem analysis. But here's the thing. A playbook is just a document. It's not magic. It needs a really solid foundation to actually work. And honestly, the most important work you'll do for incident response happens way, way before any alarms ever start ringing. And these are the 3 pillars of that foundation. First, you need forensic-ready logging. I mean, when an AI model goes sideways, it can feel like a total black box. Without detailed logs of inputs, outputs, model versions, you're basically trying to solve a mystery in the dark. Second, you need proactive safety levers. Think of these as your emergency off switches. The power to instantly disable a new risky feature can stop a problem from becoming a catastrophe. And third, you need a clear hotfix plan. You can't have a critical fix get stuck in your normal deployment queue for days. You need an express lane to get it out the door fast. Okay, so you've built your foundation. You've written an amazing playbook. You're done, right? Huh, not even close. A playbook that just sits on a digital shelf is completely useless. It has to be a living, breathing part of how your team operates. You have to drill. I'm serious. You need to run a fire drill for your AI systems. Simulate what happens when a model starts spitting out nonsense or a data pipeline breaks. See how the team and the playbook actually perform under pressure. You do not want the first time you test your crisis plan to be during a real crisis. Next up, you've got to update it. All the time. I mean, think about it. Your models are changing, your code is changing, maybe your team members change. An out-of-date playbook isn't just worthless. It can actually be dangerous. After every single drill and after every real incident, the first question should be, okay, what do we need to change in the playbook? And finally, you have to share what you learn. A post-mortem that gets written up and then buried in some folder is such a wasted opportunity. You want to turn one person's oh no moment into the entire team's okay, we know how to handle this now moment. That's how your whole organization gets smarter and stronger.
So we've talked about the what and the how, but let's just zoom out for a second and really focus on the why. Why go through all this trouble, all this planning, all this practice? What's the real payoff?
This is it. This is the whole game, right here. It's not about preventing every single failure from ever happening. That's impossible. It's about building a team that is so prepared, so practiced, that when something does go wrong, the impact is small. You contain it, you fix it, and you get back to normal faster than anyone thought possible. That is a real competitive advantage. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Look at your team, look at your projects. A failure is coming. It's not a possibility, it's a certainty. The only question is, will you be ready?